okay, a while ago, and I'm surprised this completely bypassed me, but this already brought up 2 days
I'm
ago.
only just learning it right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. This was in Sonic Revolution, and it was brought up on the stream. Well, basically, on the people who already attended, including Ken Penders, but also, go fuck yourself. Put a copyright Ken Penders at the bottom of any fan art you produce of my characters. They're actually characters, go fuck yourself. Anyway,
yeah.
that's pretty much how any of Ken Penders.
I just assumed you were doing it for money.
Sorry to the one person. Can't remember your username, but you asked me to talk about Ken Penders and what he said about the copyright thing. He can go straight to fucking hell. Anyway, Sonic Boom. At Sonic Revolution, there was Bill Freiberger. Freiberger?
Executive producer of Sonic Boom.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
He's one of the executive producers.
They're one of the head writers and producers, and he attended the convention.
Yeah.
This is what he had to say about Sonic Boom Season 2. There's going to be multi-part episodes.
Ooh.
Ian Flynn and Evan Stanley are slated to write episodes of the show. Ian Flynn being the writer for the Archie comics, and Evan Stanley also being an artist and writer for the comics, but also is the creator of Ghost of the Future, which is a fan comic on DeviantArt, which is going on for a very long time now. There's going to be new characters introduced. There's going to be more character models, so I'm not too sure what that means. It could have a supersonic for all we know.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if it's updating old models, or generally he's a brand new character, so we've got to build new models.
I was surprised it was actually a crossover between Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Boom.
well, remember what we said about the episode where there's the parallel Knuckles one? I would have thought that would have been a great excuse just to have the normal Knuckles in there as a gag.
Or the Sonic the Hedgehog gang being swapped out.
Yeah.
Sonic, Tails, Knuckles and Amy, but Styx remains.
Yeah, exactly. She's the odd one out.
Yeah. And it's going to be new locations, so we may actually see Angel Island.
Well, it'd be nice to see somewhere else outside the island, because I did theorize, when we did our podcast about the series, we did think they'd try and go to somewhere else with the series.
Yeah, I mean, we have Tails' hut, Sonic's shack, Amy's hut.
Knuckles doesn't live anywhere, he just bumps around.
Styx's hut, which isn't
Burrow,
Burrow, sorry. Eggman's lair, the village, the forest.
The ice area, the
Thundra.
Yeah.
And that's about it, really.
Mostly.
It might be a few more areas, but other than that, the canyon as well.
Yeah, I'm saying. I mean, there's been those type of areas, like desert and beach, whatever.
Yeah, that's how Sonic Shack, though.
Yeah.
And I would say new locations will be good, and this time I established where exactly they are.
Well, remember...
maybe give it a fucking name to the village, because it has no name.
Yeah, as Amy said, this village doesn't have a name yet.
I would say, as far as multi-part episodes go, I said this when the Metal Sonic episode aired. It should have been a lot bigger, and even the Shadow one, which I guarantee you will probably be 2 or 3 parts long if he ever comes back, that would be great as well. Actually have a bit more tension and drama.
I'd be interested if they're doing multi-parts, are the episode lengths going to be the same? Are they still going to be like the 10-minute long stuff?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Right. I'm just saying, if you're going to do multi-parters, then that means they would arguably be half-an-hour episodes each, if you were to do 2 parts in one.
And release it on DVD and Blu-ray and call it Sonic Boom the Movie.
Yeah, or stuff like that. Hour-long specials, whatever.
I guarantee you they fucking will. Also, that's another thing as well. It's like, it was brought up, but not actually confirmed, just rumored, but the movie could be a Sonic Boom movie.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I think it was a mistranslation.
Yeah, Sonic Team Math basically said it's a separate thing. I mean, it's like with the Ninja Turtles, like there's the Nickelodeon show and then the live-action films. They are separate entities. I mean, they have the same name and part of the same brand.
Yeah, they have the license.
Yeah.
They actually produced the license for it.
Yeah,
so
but they are different.
Not connected.
Yeah, they are definitely different animals.
Other than that, it's pretty much... this information kind of gets me a bit more hype for this.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, let's put it bluntly, we've enjoyed Sonic Boom. The first year of Sonic Boom has been brilliant.
At least 42 episodes were good.
Yeah. Well, again, there's always going to be ups and downs, but generally speaking, as a show on its own, it is arguably a great show. And I think I said this before, that even if you're not because I definitely say it's one of those things that honestly ignore the whole bitching and moaning and raffing about Rise of the Lyric and its development wars, whatever. You really watch this as what it is, and I guarantee you'll get a giggle out of it in some areas.
yeah, a lot of the hate from Boom does stem from Rise of Lyric being bad, or people not liking the character designs.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, Boom really. Funny enough, I was talking to Adam Tuff, guy behind Summer of Sonic of anything, because I was somewhere else the other weekend, but different story for a different time. But yeah, I was talking to him, and yeah, I mean, when he was pretty much the same. When Rise of Lyric was announced, he said, okay, it's not my thing, but and I pretty much said the same thing. Is once they announced the show, I was like, sold. You've sold me on that.
Yeah, and and furthermore, I think Sonic Boom may not be your Saturday AM, but at least it's not a Sonic X or Underground.
No, I mean, this is the thing. Every Sonic cartoon has always been different. Even the 3D ones, which arguably have similar factors, being Jalal or environments, whatever, they've all feel different from each other. And even X and Boom, they're different animals completely. I mean, Adventures is a surreal, slapstick, Looney Tunes, Felix the Cat show. Sunny M is that early, mid-90s action-adventure show that is trying to be a bit more than your typical good guy versus bad guy toy fest.
With a lot of subtle messages.
Yeah, exactly. And, try and do something a little different. Underground, well, basically, it was Alvin and the fucking Chipmunks.
It was that. It's like, oh, we're bringing Sonic back in the same universe, but not exactly. It's a parallel dimension where Sonic is royalty.
Yeah, it's basically, we're going to use the similar artwork from Saturday M, but we're just going to do our own thing with it, but whatever. And the next was really, okay, let's try...
It is Sonic the Hedgehog, the anime.
Exactly. It was basically, Sonic Team and Sega basically saying, how do we see Sonic in a television form? And now Boom is a sitcom. That's what they are. So
with Ian Flynn, Evan Stanley, and I think one of the writers from current Boom already, which has written the majority of my favorite episodes, including my first 60. That would be one hell of a tag team.
Yeah.
And considering, if I was Ian Flynn and Evan Stanley writing, I'm thinking, will they actually make animated adaptations of the stories they made for the comics?
That's interesting, because I did flick through one of them, and one of them was a go-kart racing one, so...
Yeah.
Again, that's kind of a fun idea to do in animation anyway. It's like, Sonic Racing...
I want to see the one where Amy loses a hammer in animation.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the great thing about Boom is that you take a very simple premise, and then somehow that will just make it work. It's that type of show. It's like you can just run with that idea and add extra gags and different variations. That's what makes it great.
And it's a great show.
Exactly. Like I said, it's just one... It's
not perfect.
No, you know what I mean? I mean, really, if you're saying this, if you're comparing this to, say, stuff like Adventure Time, Gumball, other shows, I mean, obviously, it's not going for that type of audience because, again, they're just doing their own weird oddball things. So is this one. That's what they're doing. That's what all the Sonic shows are doing. They're just doing their own thing and entertain audience for generations. And hopefully with Season 2 coming out, I just can't wait. I really can't.
So there's all that to look forward to. So I don't know when it's going to come out, just hopefully this November, or maybe next year, so they get all 2 episodes out weekly.
Yeah. It's worth mentioning, by the time we're recording this is a week before the big San Diego thing with Sonic, so expect big news from that. And particularly... Expect big news. We're recording on Sunday on the Tuesday after.
Yeah,
so I'm going to say...
After everyone else has made the announcements and deciphered everything and did the reactions.
And hopefully not bitching about it immediately, but we'll be ready. We'll be ready.